Hey guys, I'm back and we are playing Halo Infinite. Today we're going to be doing a Liga loot stream where we check out a viewership reward that you could have earned for yourself if you had watched the recent HCS major that went down on Twitch. If you had linked up your Halo Waypoint account or whatever, your Halo account and your Twitch account, and watched for the allotted time during the allotted days, you would have unlocked yourself an armor coating, the Covenant Frontline coating. It's the same coating across the board. It was the same reward for like different sections of the. Like it gradually, like as the days progressed, they added the various cores. But it was the same coating for each core. But yeah, initially, it started off with just a couple of the cores, and then they added a couple more, and then a couple more by the finals day. And then the grand finals was the final Hazmat core. And across the several days, if you had watched also your co-streamers, for a allotted amount of time, you could have unlocked a coating for the Chimera. Same coating again, the Covenant Frontline. So they spread out the Covenant Frontline coding across the various drop options. Just did a quick start again because it started pouring outside and I just wanted to close the door. So yeah, we're going to be checking out the coating and little spoilers for the event. Now, obviously the event's over, so if you didn't watch, you won't be able to get the coding at the moment. But I've always said this nice thing about Halo Twitch drops and stuff like that is they often and regularly do second chances for a lot of their drops. So even if you missed out on this one, this was, let's just say, the first opportunity to unlock this coating. I'm sure there will be second chances and third chances and multiple other chances to unlock them over the course of the next year and beyond. Who knows how long and when. It's sort of random when they do the second chances, so you need to just kind of keep an eye out for it. So this is the coding, Covenant Frontline. Pretty cool looking coding. I love me my blues. I've said it many times. The blue color tends to throw off the enemies thinking you might be friendly when you're an enemy or something like that. So it, my opinion, gives a slight tactical advantage. Let's go ahead and rotate the spot in around so you can get a closer look. Now, I'm not super familiar, but I believe this coating resembles the Covenant Brutes armor coating. It's got the little hexagon kind of pattern in the coating if you look closely. If you zoom in on the coating a little bit, there's that thing. I'm not super familiar. I vaguely remember the coating, so it is familiar, but I'm not like so familiar with the lore and the various armor stuff that, But it's a cool coating regardless of your own knowledge or my knowledge of the thing. I do vaguely remember the Brutes having a similar coating in previous games. So yeah, that's the coding, and like I said, over the course of the event, you could unlock the coding for all the cores. Again, different allotted times for the different days. Usually the way the HCS codings work is when the first day they'll add 2 codings to the mainstream as the drops, or like the reward will be there for the drops, right? But even if you don't make it for the first day and you can only make it for the last day, the finals day, you can still earn the first day rewards provided you watch the allotted time and all. And for all the rewards, it was like 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours kind of thing. And I honestly think, I don't know for sure, because I just let the streams play in the background for the most part. I believe you can just watch 2 hours on the final day and you'll get like all 6 of the main codings for the drops of the main channel. And then additionally, you need to watch another couple of hours from the co-streamers to get the Chimera coding, at least this time. And they usually do a co-streamer drop reward during the majors also. Again, this time it was for the Chimera core, same coding. And then the very grand finals match, you need to watch another 45 minutes and catch it live. And for that last 45 minutes of the grand finals, the reward, or the viewership reward, was the Hazmat core coating. So yeah, let's just go through all the codings and then play some games. What's up, Rogue? Mark V armor core with the coating. Now, I'm not going to change the attachments and all. This is just my Spartan with the coating applied to it. I tried to get some visor action on it to match the coating, but that was about it. Didn't really change anything around beyond that. Again, I do like the blue, and this is a nice shiny blue with a cool little design element to it also with the hexagon pattern. Mark 7. Honestly, this major, I kind of like let it play in the background to earn my drops for the first couple of days. And then the finals day, I did watch a couple of the matches live. Got really tired, so I just passed out by the winners finals. Like I slept after the winners finals. I watched the losers semifinals and the winners finals, and then passed out for the losers finals, and fortunately woke up in time for the grand finals and just let it play for a bit, but I was like half asleep, so I ended up just earning the drop and then going back to sleep and then watching the grand finals in the following morning, the VOD of it. Yoroi. It was sort of like a blowout, like the grand final match and even the losers finals wasn't. Like, I was expecting it to be a lot more competitive. So I was like, I set my alarm for like 6 or something in the morning because I was like, it'll go on till then at least, right? And woke up like an hour after I went to sleep because there's like, I went to sleep like just before the losers finals began. Woke up an hour after and just kind of took a glance at the screen and it was like the grand finals had begun. Just started. I was like, damn, dude, that went by fast. And then I checked out the score afterwards. for the losers finals, and kind of just played it in the background in the morning. It didn't seem too close. Well, I think score-wise, it was not close as far as the team winning. But as far as the matches go, I think it was a little competitive. It was pretty competitive. It just went the way of... I don't know. There are obviously spoilers, okay, for the major. So it was Quadrant. I don't know how to say it. Quadrant, and Space Station in the losers finals, and Space Station won pretty dominantly. But like I said, Quadrant did put up a pretty good fight, I guess, somewhat. I wasn't paying too close attention. Eaglestrike. And then, like I said, I woke up, watched the grand finals, the first 3 matches of the grand finals. Even though I was passing out halfway through and then waking up, passing out, waking up, I watched somewhat like that. And it was FaZe and Space Station. And FaZe just absolutely destroyed Space Station. It wasn't even close. By the 3rd match, I was passing out so hard, I couldn't stay up. But it also didn't look like Space Station was gonna make any sort of comeback. The reason I thought it was going to be close was because I did watch the winners semifinals or whatever, or the winners finals or whatever before the grand finals, and it was Space Station versus FaZe, right? And FaZe actually did a reverse sweep. Space Station was up 2-0, and FaZe ended up winning the winners finals by going 3-2, so winning the last 3 rounds and clutching up. So I was like, oh man, maybe. And then, like I said, Space Station kind of pretty handedly beat Quadrant. And I was like, okay, so Space Station's probably going to put up a pretty damn good fight against FaZe, right? Now that they're they did decently in the winners finals and then kind of slayed out in the losers finals. But it just wasn't the case. FaZe just absolutely the team to beat now, it seems. Very dominant team, the way they won this major. It wasn't even close. Space Station didn't stand a chance in the grand finals. It was rough. I think the biggest surprise was Quadrant's run. I don't think people expected them to make the run they did. I believe they're a European team. I didn't watch too much of their games in the beginning. Like I said, I watched the losers semifinals, and they seem pretty good. They seem definitely pretty good. I think they're predominantly European players, so it was a big deal that a European team got so far along, because usually, I guess in the Halo game, representation from outside the US is limited in the upper competitive levels. In the finals kind of level, final day, grand finals day and all that. Rakshasa, by the way. I think the big disappointment was Optic. I'm not sure, like I said, I didn't really watch the first few days, but I believe Space Station knocked Optic into the losers, and then Quadrant knocked them out of the tournament. It was an Optic hosted tournament too, man. So unfortunate that Optic got knocked out as fast as they did, I guess. Yeah, kind of surprising, because they were such a strong team last year by the end of it, and started off reasonably strong this year, but sort of fallen off, even though they're the same team. Chimera Covenant Frontline coating. This one was the viewership reward coating. Needed to watch the partnered streamers with their drops enabled. And you could get this particular coating core for the core. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to watch definitely the finals day and all. I just wish it wasn't so late at night for me because it becomes tough for me to stay up and watch it. Like all the games, even the like first days, you know, like they went late, and I'm just not gonna stay up to watch that stuff, dude. It's a struggle to do it for COD also, and it's a struggle to do it for Halo too. Like when you do the time conversion, it gets pretty late for me. The Mirage. I went blue visors the whole way through, but it actually does look good with some of the other colors too. You don't need to go full on blue. I just went this time. I was like, just go blue. It's easy. Actually, this one had a red visor from the old coating, and it looked really good with it. I was going to keep it, but I was like, nah, let's just go blue all the way. Obviously, the visors are separate. It's just the armor core that you got from the Twitch drops. Yeah, I do have to say, I was a little bit disappointed to see Space Station get dominated the way they did at the end. I was like, sort of rooting for them. I was like, come on, man, let's see them actually take it this time. When I was watching the grand finals. I mean, the quadrant storyline was also like, you know, interesting. Like, underdog kind of storyline. And like I said, I believe first time in a European-based team kind of thing, like player-based team going as far as they did. I'm not sure about that. I think that's what I heard one of the casters say. So definitely was of interest. And finally, this Hazmat core, the Covenant Frontline thing was, like I said, you needed to watch 45 minutes of the grand finals. I actually hate the fact that Halo does this. One thing I'll give COD, even though COD doesn't do second chances like Halo does, the one thing I'll give COD is usually finals day and all that, they don't force you to stay up and watch the whole thing. Like all the codings and stuff you can earn, all the stuff that all the drops can be earned via the time. And once you complete it, if you're tired, go to sleep kind of thing. Whereas Halo always does this with their majors. Like, you need to watch the grand finals. And that gets so... because of like the way the event's going, right? You don't know exactly when the grand finals match will begin. It really depends on how like the previous like matches go like time-wise, right? Whether it's a quick match or a long one, that'll determine the randomness of the grand final start time. And then it's always late for me. It's not going to be an early timeline because of the, time conversion from the US to India kind of thing. So, I mean, what I did today, because I was so tired, was I just left my iPad on running the stream in case like I didn't wake up in time. And that actually did work, like, because the grand final started a little bit just before I woke up. And but then when I woke up, I just turned it off and put it on the main TV to watch a little bit what I could. But yeah, it's just, I mean, we're talking about like, what time was it? Like 4:30 in the morning or something it started, the grand finals. It's a miserable trying to stay up that late. It started 4:30 and like because some of the games were like kind of were blowouts, the actual predicted time, the start time was like 7:30 or something like that. And I'm like, no, there's no way it's gonna start then. So I'd set my alarm for 6 o'clock. But yeah, fortunately I woke up and because like I said, the finals was a pretty fast affair. Like it was a blowout. FaZe just absolutely dominated all 4 games. Like it was a 4-0. Alright, let's equip. So the way I do this is I'll play 3 games of quick play. I'll change the core every game. And then hopefully 1 game of big team battle as long as I can get into it. And wrap it up. Like I've said this before, like regarding COD, but I wish sometimes, like especially with COD, because they don't do second chances with their drops, but it also applies to Halo. I kind of wish they would do a rerun at like the opposite time for countries like India, right, where the timing is so late. So maybe like for us, it'll be the rerun will be on a more appropriate time with the same drops that tied to it, so you can watch the rerun and get the drops also. But like I said, the nice thing is, the one nice thing I'll give is that at the very least, they do second chances. At some point in time, you'll get a second chance with it.
the enemy flag carrier. Translocator on the way. Translocator available.
No, it's just like a ragdoll. And that's the ragdoll.
They have our flag. Not good. Power weapons on enemy flag spotted.
Enemy flag returned.
We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier.
Flag returned.
Translocator on the way. They've taken our flag. Enemy flag carrier revealed. Translocator available.
Flag returned.
Took the enemy flag.
Enemy flag returned. Flag returned. remaining.
I can't believe I didn't finish that. Shit.
Flag return. Flag captured.
Translocator on the way. Blasted them good. Let's grab that translocator. Repulsor obtained.
Teammates.
Power weapons inbound. Power weapons now available. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier. Translocator incoming.
Motherfuckers.
Enemy flag returned.
We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier.
Enemy captured your flag.
We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier.
Oh my god, teammate. Oh my god, we're gonna lose.
We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Enemy captured your flag.
These teammates, what a disappointment. Oh man, one guy definitely was like questionable in our team. What should we do next? Let's do Rakshasa. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the armor coating, honestly, as one of the drops. Is pleasant surprise. I was expecting them to just go roll with the weapon coatings that they would have been doing in the last couple. So seeing them go on the route of the armor coating was nice. And I do like it. I do like it. Like I said, I have a preference for the blue coatings because I do feel there's tactical benefits. It's really nutty. I sort of want to do more research on like the World Cup of Overwatch.
Slayer.
Because it seems like that they do actually do like world teams, like teams from across the world. And I'm wondering how those teams are formed and stuff like that. Because there was an Indian team, and I've never heard of any competitive scene, regardless of the game, especially for Overwatch or something in India. So how did the Indian team form even? But it was like, I don't watch it enough. The Overwatch Pro scene.
Overshield inbound. Outkill your opponents and claim victory.
Pepsi Cutlet, just chill the Pepsi. Chill the Pepsi out, man.
A combat in your hands. Off the rack. Done that.
Dude, why is the connections 200 ping and all this, man? Even the last game was 200.
Gain the lead. Gain the lead. Power items incoming. Lost the lead.
Dude, what the frick, man? Jeez. The connection doesn't help. Fucking hell.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Power rifles inbound. Power rifles to the right.
Dude, teammates, stop fucking splitting up, man.
Tango's closing in.
Oh my god. Dude. This was the connection, man. These fuckers got away with the connection bullshit, dude.
Beautiful shot, Spartan.
Dude, the lag, man. Give me a fucking break, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude. 230 ping the whole game is just unplayable garbage. And even the last game was 200 ping, dude. This is fucking obnoxiously bad, dude. Anyway, whatever. I couldn't do anything, man. I don't know what you want me to do. I can empty my entire gun into them, nothing's happening. How's the game? Dude, why is even the game putting me into those lobbies, man? It took so long to find a match, and it's still like a 200 ping match, dude. Over 200. I mean, our team was so spread out too, but like my bullets were doing nothing, man.
Slayer.
Outkill your opponent and claim victory. Plasma grenades obtained.
Gain the lead.
I see headshots in your future.
Dude, what the fuck, man?
Enemies below us.
Quantum translocator on the field.
Up their shield.
Enemy Spartans are closing in.
Power items incoming.
Team nearing victory.
Teammate, man, what are you?
5 minutes remaining.
Sniper got them. Taking cover.
Defeat.
Dude. Unfortunate. The second game really annoyed me, man. But that was just like, it was a combination of bad teamwork and not necessarily team, just teamwork and a really shitty connection. That third game was also janky, man. I was feeling stuttering and stuff like that, man. There was definitely stuttering, like visual and stuttering that was going on while I was moving around. And this big team battle is not going to be any better. It's crazy, dude. I mean, honestly, there are less recognizable franchise, like recognizable multiplayer games that are more active than this game, dude. Halo. A Halo game. It is bonkers that can even be said, and like said with confidence. Like, yeah, there are a lot of much smaller named games that aren't half or even like not even like a tenth recognizable as Halo, that has a bigger player base than Halo does, and like more active across the world in comparison to this. Completely dead today, man. Lobbies. I'm just getting janked by the connection. First game was good, but it was laggy. But at least it was good, man. I was getting my kills and all. His teammate kind of like threw it at the end. It got too cocky, man. They were teabagging and all before the game was even done. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Choked it at the end. I can't even argue, like the stuttering that happened like in the third game also, I can't even argue like, oh, at least the third game the connection was better. It wasn't. It really wasn't that much better, dude. Anyway, what to do? Like I said, first game was, at least I slayed out a little bit, regardless of the connection. But the second game, like, what was the most irritating aspect of it, like, hit me right away, was the very first gunfight. Dude, what the fuck is this, man? Yeah, the very first gunfight, I got insta-killed when I rocketed them. And it shouldn't have killed me so fast, I felt. And honestly, that rocket should have double killed them both. But it only got one kill. Is the jankiness of this game, dude. Is what it is, I guess. Like, I don't think, I mean, it could have been a fast time to kill if I had damaged myself with the rockets, but I don't think I was in that. If I damaged myself, how did the other guy, both of the enemies, survive? Like, the rocket was so much closer to them, right? So I was like, dude, I don't think so. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever. It's pointless arguing connection in this game. I honestly don't see it getting any better. Well, that's not true. It might get better, but who knows?
Take down your targets quickly.
Rack up the most kills to achieve victory.
I'm around the corner, man. I'm around the corner. There's no way he had a headshot on me.
In my sights. Another one down.
Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
Dude, where's Zone backup, man? Teammates. This might be a rage quit, man. I'd have to restart this, dude. 3 games in a row that I'm actually irritated and not actually enjoying.
Hostile kebab.
Look, this stuff.
Thrusters acquired. Ground vehicle delivery confirmed.
No, I hit him, man.
Rockets.
Victory is within reach.
Rockets.
Gotta neutralize that enemy M41.
Remaining. You've won. Excellent
At
work.
least we got one victory. I would like to redo the stream, but man, that intro takes so long, man. I don't know if I want to do that again. Covenant Frontline armor coating checked out, played with. Connections are absolutely dutied. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go through the armor cores and then we'll see what needs to be seen. Mark 7. Mark 5. The Yoroi. Eaglestrike. Rakshasa. Rakshasa? Rakshasa. The Chimera. Mirage. And finally, the Hazmat. Yeah, checked out, played with. I don't know, man. I don't know. Connections were pretty doo-doo, man. All the games. It didn't help. Obviously, a big congratulations to the FaZe clan for winning. Snakebite, I believe he was the MVP for the finals, I think. Yeah, I think he was. And then Frosty, Renegade, and Royal 2 with Royal 1 coaching. Took the HCS Arlington Major, hosted by Optic Gaming, in dominant fashion in the grand finals. Very cool. Yeah. Games. I am tempted to do a second take. I am tempted. We'll do maybe a second take and decide which one to keep. Like the games, it's not my fault, man. It's not my fault. I don't really blame myself, man. In some of these scenarios where it's like, dude, I'm shooting like my gun, I'm aiming, I'm doing what I can. If like half my bullets are not registering, in a game like this where the time to kill requires like, there's not much you can do. Dude, if your bullets aren't like doing any damage and you're like running your whole gun down and you have to reload and all, you're gonna get killed, dude. You're gonna get killed before you can. Then lag has massive implications with Halo, and it's just not fun. The game's just not fun when you have to struggle so much to just win a single gunfight, you know, and that gets rinsed and repeated every gunfight where you're in this humongous disadvantage and not much you can do about it beyond like dying a lot and hopefully getting a few assists because your teammates are backing you up, and if they're not, you're just dying a lot for nothing. I actually wanted to play Social Slayer. I don't really want to redo a retake, man. I wanted to play some Social Slayer as the bonus section, but I do want to try to get some better gameplay if possible, like if the connections are like willing. But I don't want to do the intro again. God, that intro, man. I also talked all about the major and all. I don't want to repeat all of that shit, man. This is the problem, man, with doing streams as opposed to videos. I could have just cropped out the intro and then looked for gameplay clips, but I don't do it that way. It's why I don't know why I'm drawn to these games that just don't have the population to like play well at all times. Rogue Company, Halo. Even Call of Duty does it to me too often, man, where they'll just dump me into some nonsense connections. And then in Battlefield, I don't know enough about the connections to tell when I'm getting screwed over. I wish like I knew more, but I suspect I'm also getting into some janky connections in Battlefield too. Oh man, it's partially also like where I live. Asia region just struggles with these games, I guess. But yeah, if it was a little more popular, it wouldn't struggle as much as it already is a struggle. And then the fact that it's low pop, it's painful. Anyway, it's a cool coding. I do like it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out more streams if you haven't already. And if you didn't earn it, there will be second chances. I'm sure of it. Take care. Bye. Yeah, really cool coding. Wish I could have had a few games that were a little under the 100 ping point, but not meant to be, I guess. Not meant to be.